when I was in this state of confusion and frustration and stuckness, something magical happened that gave me my answer to who's my guru. And I still feel emotional thinking of that moment because it was definitely a sign from the universe, and I'm so grateful for it. In my spiritual journey over the last 10 or so years, I have learned from a lot of spiritual teachers: Eckhart Tolle, Sadhguru, Thich Nhat Hanh, Joe Dispenza, and many others. But these are the main ones that I did deep dives with by listening to their talks or reading their books. And then there came a point in my spiritual journey about a year ago where I was feeling very confused and frustrated that I'm not making any more progress. And at times I even felt that I'm going backwards in my growth. So in that time of confusion, and I started to wonder that maybe I wonder if I need a one-on-one spiritual teacher to help me go to the next level. I felt like by reading books and by listening to all these different teachers on YouTube, maybe I can only go so far on my own. And maybe now it's the time to find a one-on-one guru to help me break through this level of stuckness. And in hindsight, this thought may have been caused by reading the autobiography of a yogi, because in this book, which is the life story of Yogananda Paramhansa, in his childhood and teenage years, he was meeting many gurus, but he was frustrated because he couldn't find his perfect guru. And Yogananda is a master, so he already knew who his perfect guru is because he had known him from past lifetimes, and in his dreams, even as a kid, he had seen his face. So he knew what his guru looks like in this lifetime. And he knew that he's supposed to meet him in this lifetime, but he just knew, like by going from guru to guru, that this is not it. I still need to find my perfect guru, the guru for me, which was Yukteswarji for Yogananda Paramhansa. And I think I may have been influenced by this part of his story where I thought that, okay, I have learned from all these teachers, the names that I shared with you in the beginning of this video. And then I felt that, maybe none of them were the guru for me, and maybe I need to find my perfect guru. So when I was in this state of confusion and frustration and stuckness, something magical happened that gave me my answer to who's my guru. So to give you a little bit of background, I enjoy listening to spiritual music, specifically kirtan, and my favorite singer is Snatam Kaur because I love her voice and I love the music. And also I like that in her YouTube videos with the songs that she's singing, there's also English translation. And that helps me to understand the meaning of the words. Even though I understand Punjabi, I'm born into a Punjabi Sikh family, but I do not necessarily understand the words of the scripture or Bani. So watching her videos really helps me to feel relaxed and calm and even feel a connection to God. So I have been listening to her for many years now, maybe 3-4 years. I even went to her concert a couple of years ago. So now that you have this background, I'll tell you the magical moment that happened for me about a year ago. So I was on my desktop right here in this very room. I was listening to, watching a song of Snatam Kaur on YouTube. The song is called Bani Guru, okay? And I was just listening to it because I wanted to maybe calm myself down or maybe relax, just have like a nice meditative experience by watching her video and reading the lyrics and the English translation. And what happened is that I'm playing this song, and the words are Bani Guru, Guru Hai Bani. And the English translation for that is Bani is the Guru is Bani, which means that Bani, which means scriptures or the verses, that's your guru. You don't need a physical human guru. The verses are your guru. And when I saw those words, I started tearing up, and it was, I know something is really true because I know something is really, really true for me when it just touches something deep inside my soul. And often when that happens, I would start crying. So I know it's not just the logical mind processing the words in front of me and saying, oh, okay, it says here, the text says here, Bani is guru, so that means your guru is Bani. No, it wasn't like that. It was much, much deeper than that. I don't think it was on the, I'm very sure it was not on the level of the logical mind that connection happened for me. It was deep in my heart. Something with those words touched my heart, and I started crying because I was like, so grateful to find the answer. The universe gave me the answer I was looking for. The universe told me that Bani is your guru. And I still feel emotional thinking of that moment because it was definitely a sign from the universe, and I'm so grateful for it. And this is how universe works, right? It's not like, okay, I'm frustrated, I'm thinking, should I find a guru? And I go on Google and I start typing, how do I find a spiritual guru? That would be using the logical mind, right? But the way this answer came to me in the most unexpected way, when I was not even looking for it, I was just looking to relax and enjoy her song. But in the back of my mind for the last maybe 1 or 2 months, I had this question, and the answer came to me in such a beautiful and unexpected way. And how I interpreted that sign is that, and again, this is me following my intuition. I'm not using my logical mind. I interpreted the words Bani is guru for me to mean that just continue listening to these verses, this Bani, which is, sung by Snatam or other singers. She's not the only one I listen to, but she's the main one. She's my favorite. So I just took that message to mean that just keep listening to that. And music and verses have a lot of power. Even if you don't understand the meaning, the vibration, it can be very healing. It can help you to meditate. It can help you to feel a connection with God. So what I started doing is continue doing what I was anyway doing. So I often would play Bani or Kirtan, these verses, when I'm driving in my car. I would often play it first thing in the morning as I'm, getting ready, having my tea, getting my kids ready for school. And that has become a daily part of my life. And also I would listen to Snatam Kaur's music when I need to calm myself down, when I'm feeling disturbed, troubled, sad, angry, upset, anything. That really helps to slow down my breath and calm me down and move me towards a less disturbed, more peaceful place. So the point of my story that I want you to get is that you are your own guru. Your intuition is your own guru. And when you go inside, let's say you think that you don't have your intuition, right? And I used to be in that boat. I used to think I don't have intuition like some people do. And that's because I was very much in my head. But the more I started to go inside through meditation, and if meditation is not for you, maybe just go for a walk outside without any technology. You just need some moments of silence, some moments of stillness where you're not getting inputs, because when there's so much noise entering your mind, intuition is a whisper. How can you hear a whisper when there's so much noise, so much input? So if you give yourself some time, during the day, whether through meditation, whether through just sitting and doing nothing, or a walk without technology, you are increasing your intuition by doing that. So just how I got my sign for who is my guru through that magical moment, that may not be for you. Bani maybe not is your guru, but whatever your sign is, whatever your next step is in your spiritual journey, you will get that sign and you will know it's true, because it won't come from logical mind. It's not going to come by brainstorming or Googling. It's going to come from your heart, from your intuition, and you will know the difference. So just continue to build your intuition. And the next thing I wanted to say about why you need to stop finding a guru is that, so the first is you are your own guru, because we are all God, right? Consciousness is in all of us. So we don't need to go look outside for answers. All the answers are within us. But to be able to hear them, we need to go inside, do the work, and allow the whispers of intuition to be able to be heard by us. And another thing I wanted to say is that because I got that message about 1 year ago, that Bani is my guru, that did not stop me from listening to other spiritual teachers on YouTube. So I would again just follow my intuition. So when something pops in my YouTube feed and I feel from here, not here, that I should click on this video and watch it, I would do that, because Bani is my guru was the message I needed to hear in that moment, because my mind was focusing on finding a guru. But then I continued to follow my intuition, and then Michael Singer's teachings came across for me, and that started with hearing about his book Surrender Experiment in a podcast. And I totally believe that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So that's another reason why you should stop looking for a guru, because when you are ready, really ready, your teacher is going to show up, and it may show up in the form of a YouTube video or a book. And you may have seen that book before, or you may have heard of that teacher before, but maybe you were not ready, so you didn't take any action of like reading the book or watching that video. But when you are ready, the same thing or a different thing will be presented to you, and this time you will feel something. You will feel like, I need to read this book. So when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And one thing Michael Singer says is, life is your guru, because life is just perfect. The way people and events show up in your life, the ones that trigger you, and especially the ones that trigger you, are your best teachers. You may not enjoy something happening, or you may not enjoy being triggered by someone, but that is actually your best spiritual teacher. That's what makes you grow. So life is perfect. It knows exactly what lesson you need at what stage of your life, and it is going to make things or events or people come to you in a way that you will get that lesson exactly when you're ready for that lesson. And another thing that Michael Singer says is that if you are sincere enough about your growth, all the masters, whether they're living or dead, will come to help you. Hearing this brought tears to my eyes. So he said, when you are sincere in your work, when you are sincere to let go of all the psychological garbage you have stored inside you, and when you're really sincere in your inner work, in your inner growth, all the masters, whether they're dead or living, will help you. I think that's just so beautiful. So what we need to do is just to listen to our intuition, listen to those whispers, and respond to the signs that the universe is sending us about what's the next step to take in your journey. And I'm not against finding a one-on-one teacher or coach or therapist to help you. I'm just saying that that did not feel like it was for me at that moment. Maybe for you it is the right thing, because people hire coaches for everything, right? They hire like a personal trainer for their fitness. They hire trainers for learning to play an instrument or learning to swim. For anything, you would hire a teacher. So there's not inherently anything wrong in finding a teacher or maybe a spiritual coach to help you one-on-one to progress in your journey. But I'm just saying that do it from a place of intuition, listening to your intuition, as opposed to your logical mind. Because here's the thing, sometimes trying to find a teacher can be a distraction from actually doing the work. It can be an escape mechanism because you are like, I don't want to do meditation. It's too hard. So let me just find a teacher. So if you're doing it like that, that's an escape. That is to distract yourself from actually doing the work. And one more interesting thing I want to share about listening to your intuition or listening to signs from the universe is that the idea for making this video came to me during meditation. It just came. And that's how some people call that a download, when it's not that I sat down with a pen and paper to think of video ideas, podcast ideas. I was just meditating and going inside, and suddenly somehow Stop Looking for a Guru came to me as a topic for the next video. So just remember that you are your own best guru. Life is your guru. So just go inside, listen to the voice inside of you, listen to your heart, and don't give your power away to external people. Yes, absolutely. Use their help. I'm doing the same thing. Use their help to learn and grow. But at the end of the day, you are your best guru.